It's up to you now.
Okay, welcome everyone. I'm going to call this special meeting of October 1st of Bonnechere Valley Council to order. Is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest or the general nature thereof? Seeing none. Can I get, it's a council meeting, so I need a mover and a seconder to accept the agenda as presented. Can I get a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Brent, seconded by Tim. All in favor? Thank you. And now we will move on to the one item that we have for this meeting, which is the request from North Algonah Wilberforce with regard to a sign. Annette, did you want to read us that request or?
Sure, I can. So,
just the gist of it.
Okay. So as council is aware, of course, we've got the bridge closed for construction. And so the traffic is being detoured around. So it's going up John Street to Mill Street and then out Bonnechere Street, or if you're coming the other way, the opposite of that. So the request that we got from North Algonah Wilberforce was if they could install a no truck signage sort of at the intersection where Mill Street, to discourage truck traffic, heavy truck traffic from going from Mill Street up to the other way to Gristmill Road, because they are basically would not like the trucks to be using that as a detour, and they're afraid that the truck traffic is detouring that way to avoid the intersection at Bonnechere Street West and Mill Street. So they're requesting permission to put signage up on of course Bonnechere Valley's portion of that road, because of course once they start down that road, they have to continue to follow through. So to put it on their portion of their road, it would be too late for the trucks to sort of make a change at that point. So that's why they're asking permission from us to put it further down at so that the trucks do not turn and go up Gristmill Road when they're detouring for the bridge.
Thank you for that. All right, I've got two things to say. Number one, I'm not a truck driver, and I will leave this to Jason and Tim. But in my estimation, if I was driving a transport truck or a log truck, and I tried to turn right off that bridge onto Mill, I think I would be on Kevin Shower's new build's lawn. I mean, I don't know how you'd make that turn. The second thing I have to say is, are they making the request of Admiston Bromley at the gristmill end at 60? Because if they're asking us for no truck traffic, then why aren't they asking AB as well? So, and I realize that there's no anecdotal proof that transport trucks are actually doing this. I am going to turn it over to council and to Jason. So just raise your hands, guys. There you go, Tim. Go ahead.
Okay, I looked at that letter and it's not adding up, guys. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. To the point where if I'm going north on 41 and I want to get over to Highway 60, or if I have to go to Douglas, I'm not going to come into Eganville to that construction zone, turn right, that hard right at the bottom of the hill where the credit union is, come up John Street, and then try and make that right again at the other side of the bridge and go into Douglas. It doesn't make sense, because that's where the Gristmill Road comes out, is between Kelly's Corners and Douglas. And I would personally, or even if you were on a GPS, you would probably take Grattan Road, shoot straight across Hindford, and come out in Douglas. It's a straightforward route. There's no hard turns. Those turns are hard on a truck as well if you have to make them that tight, especially the right off of the bridge at John Street onto Mill Street. I don't see anybody doing that unless they absolutely had to be there. Coming south on 41, if you had to go to that side of the highway where Gristmill comes out, you would automatically stay on Highway 60 and go to Kelly's Corners because it's a good highway. I can't see how there would be any increase in truck traffic due to this detour whatsoever. With that being said, most of the trucks out there right now are SPIF compliant. So what SPIF means, and I don't know if you've heard me say this in the past, but SPIF means safe, productive, infrastructure friendly. Okay, so the trucks have to follow a certain guideline. So there's only so many pounds per square inch on each axle, so many tons per axle, and it's got to be equally spaced. And it's designed to go hand in hand with the Highway Traffic Act so that it doesn't destroy the infrastructure. And I read in the letter from Mr. Sprunt that their road was 6.5 meters wide, correct? So that to me tells me that's 21 feet in old school terms. Our trucks are 8'6", so that still leaves 4 feet on each side. So there's no issue there. So as far as it goes for us to restrict people that are following the law and legally allowed to be on roads, and here in Bonnechere Valley, usually we build our roads to accommodate the traffic that's legally allowed to drive on them. And I strongly recommend that maybe North Laguna Wilberforce follow suit, because if there's any other question to the matter, that's all it can be. I can't see the reason why that this request would even come out. I can't support it. I won't support it. The only thing I would support if in the future that North Laguna needs a little bit of advice or something on to get their roads up to standards, I don't mind them consulting with Jason for 15 or 20 minutes, maybe to get some input on how to build a road. I'm okay with that, but as far as spending money on signs, no. So I think the rest of the council would agree, or wouldn't mind if they did consult with Jason, maybe to bring them up to standards. I wouldn't mind that if that's what they require, because obviously there's really no good reason. Thanks.
Thanks for that, Tim. And you're right about Grattan Road, by the way. That makes far more sense to me. But anyway, anything else from council? Yes, go ahead, Brent.
I was just gonna I stated in my email, I don't think it's necessary for the sign. I think Tim kind of summarized it up in his own way, but pretty much it doesn't make sense. But I think what the bridge closure definitely has taught us is that we really have to look into Mill Street, especially widening it and brushing it back and stuff. So, but no, pertaining to Gristmill, I'm not concerned about a transport truck or a wheel of a buggy ruining it. So I don't think the sign's necessary. Thanks.
Thanks, Brent. Jack, Murph, did you have anything to add?
Well, just my observation. I haven't been across there recently. The last time I was across there, if I were a trucker, I think maybe I'd only cross it once.
It's pretty skinny.
Yes.
Jason, did you want to weigh in?
I've been down on the road just checking the intersection out, and it appears that there are no vehicles, large trucks turning right. There's no damage on Kevin Shower's front lawn. There's no rubber laying down on the asphalt. It'd be just general small or delivery trucks as far as I could see.
All right. Oh, Jack, I missed you. Sorry. Did you have anything?
No, I really don't see any point in putting a sign up. I'm in favor of just leaving it the way it is. And
So I'm going to say then staff direction through the CAO to Jason is no. I guess that's where we're going.
Okay, I will, I'll let North Laguna Wilberforce know.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Annette.
All right. So Annette, because I don't have the resolutions, can I ask you to read them and I'll ask for a mover and seconder?
Yes, so we just have dated this first day of October 2020 that bylaw 2020-56 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council be read a first time, be deemed read a second time, be deemed read a third time, and passed.
Wonderful. Can I get a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Brent, seconded by Merv. All those in favor? Excellent. And I'm assuming we have a resolution dated this first day of October 2020 that the special council meeting be adjourned at 3:53 p.m. Can I get a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Tim, seconded by Jack. All in favor? And we are adjourned. Thanks for your extra time today, guys.
Yes, thank you very much, because they really wanted an answer sooner rather than later. So that's good. Much appreciated.